Hopefully this is working. I'm just going to check though, so bear with me a second. Hopefully this is all working for everyone. There you go, I can see it. We should be good. Okay, brilliant. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put the link in the description as well, so other people can see it, if I'm allowed. No, it's not letting me. I'm just going to have to find it. Okay guys, for those who have joined me now, welcome to the quiz. This is really different for me. Normally we're in a pub, obviously Tuesday night pub quiz, normally hosting this with probably about 40 people. So far it looks like we've got just over 40 on at the moment already. So yeah, really different to me. I've got an empty room here as well, so no feedback at all. I'm going to kind of fill just for a couple of minutes as well, just so that everyone has got time to log on. But I'll go through a few things quickly. So this is the usual old Rectory pub quiz that we do every Tuesday night, just under these circumstances. We're now locked in our own houses and hopefully staying at home as well. So what I'm going to try and do is bring a little bit of the pub quiz into your living rooms tonight. The kind of format of the show, I guess, is going to be, we've got 12 rounds of questions. Don't worry, they're not too long. Each round has got 5 questions in it. And after every 3, we're going to do marking, so you'll be able to sort of tally up your scores as you go along. Pen and papers for everyone who's going to be playing along at home. You'll need to write your answers down, and hopefully you've got someone to play against as well. Just, a little bit of competition is pretty good. There are no cash prizes tonight or anything like that, just because that's really hard to sort out. And we've got over 100 people logged on now, which is great. We'll give it another few minutes before we start though. What else I was going to mention? Yeah, get yourselves a drink in as well. Pub quiz is not a quiz without some beer. So hopefully all of the questions are going to come within the next hour to hour and a half. Hope that's okay with everyone. They should be alright. I've tried to kind of pitch them around kind of at everyone's level. There's some different subjects. Hopefully some are quite fun, a little bit more challenging for some of them. But the other thing as well, I can see comments and everything coming in on screen here. So if anyone wants to write any comments on there throughout the thing, let me know how you're getting on. A bit of banter with other teams you're playing against, then go for it. Just obviously don't write the answers down if you know them on the comments. That's all really. So we've got 128 on, 2 minutes past. Should give it a little bit more time, I guess. This is all very odd. This is very weird with no one here to look at or anything, just a phone. Just nice home setup. I guess, was it 138 on now? Good. This is really weird. What else to mention? So just to recap then, we're going to do 12 rounds. Each round is going to have 5 questions in it. We're going to do some marking after each round. Can everyone hear me okay? I know no one's can shout and tell me. If you want to put your volume up on your phones.
It's really quiet.
Turn your volume up as high as you can. The questions will pop up on screen as well, so if you can't hear me well enough, I don't know what the volume sounds like back at your place. The questions will come up on the screen at the same time, so if you can read that, worth doing. Otherwise I'm going to be shouting all night. So to recap then, 12 rounds. There's going to be 5 questions in each round. We'll mark after every 3 rounds. And varied mix of questions. What we have to 141 people. 142. Not bad. Okay, so we're 4 minutes in. Right. Should we do it then? Should we get going with it? I'll leave kind of about a minute in between each question. Just so you can have a little bit of a conferring amongst your teams or a bit of banter amongst your other people in the room. Okay, so what we're going to do then, start the quiz, pens and papers ready. The first round, as you can see there, we'll start with general knowledge round, nice and easy one. So let's see how you get on this. When we do the score, it's going to be 1 point per answer, just that's it, we're going to keep it simple. Right, so if everyone's ready, the first question up then, and this is one that everyone would have seen over the last few days. Let's see how good your memory is. So question number 1, What colour is the number 10 on the front door of 10 Downing Street? So we've all seen it. Boris has been out there. He's been stood in front of that door. There's a number 10 written on it. What colour is that number 10? Yeah, nice easy one to start with, hopefully. Well, I said I'd be able to see comments. I don't think I can. So that question, once again, then that's question number 1. What colour is the number 10 on the front door of 10 Downing Street? Oh, I can see comments. Look, everyone's there. I'm on the TV from Rob. There we go. Are you sponsored by Dr. Pepper? Yes, we are. Dr. Pepper Zero, though, not any old Dr. Pepper. Oh, I like the comments. That's good, isn't it? Okay, so everyone happy with that question? Right, on to the next one. In question 2 is which country is nearest to the site of the sinking of the Titanic? So when the Titanic sank, which country was it closest to when it went down? That looks quite good on there. You notice we have our quiz mascots down here, by the way. We've got Captain Hook and Peter Pan and a dinosaur. Just because, like blockbusters back in the day. Oh look, lots more people. Oh good, my wife's joined, that's kind of her. Oh, there's a lot of old faces joining in. Hi everyone. This is what happens when you're left bored, alone in your house for a week. You start setting up things like this. Okay, so question number 2 again. Which country is nearest to the site of the sinking of the Titanic? Lots more people joining in, this is good. Right, next up, still general knowledge round. We'll go on to question number 3. Bit harder, I think, but worth a guess if you don't know the answer. Number 3, how many children did Queen Victoria have? So Queen Victoria I, how many children did she have? Give you a little clue, it was more than one. Just a few. There you go, looks alright, isn't it? There we go, more people joining in now. Hopefully it's a good start so far. Not too bad. That one again, question number 3, how many children did Queen Victoria have? We are sponsored by Dr. Pepper Zero apparently tonight, but also Stella. Quite a few Stellas. Why not? I mean, if you've got any fun guesses to these answers, comment away. Also, send me some pictures in. If you've got any pictures of your own setup, are you in your own pub at the moment, then send us a picture in. It'll be fun to see it, actually, see how many people are joined in, see what you're all doing, what you're up to. And yeah, if you're up against another team, just give them some banter. Okay, ready for the next one then? That was question number 3. Number 4 then. I like this one. Number 4. What are the 3 lowest numbers that are not included in the name of a UK motorway? So for example, you have the M1, you have the M2, but what are the 3 lowest numbers that are not included in the name of a UK motorway? So you're after the lowest 3 in that one. Now you're driving all over the country, hopefully. This is the UK as well. This includes Wales, Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, I think. Yeah, it does, yeah. I've done my research, obviously. Wow, it's good, up to 154 views at the moment. That's probably a few more as well if there's a couple of people with lockdown buddies in their house. So that question again, what are the 3 lowest numbers that are not included in the name of a UK motorway? Okay, how are we doing so far? All good? Hopefully they're not too bad, not too hard, not too easy, hopefully. I mean, if you're confident you've got 4 out of 4 at the moment, give us a shout. Right, the next one then, we'll do the last one in general knowledge round. Question number 5. Number 5, right, you need a bit of time for this one. How many different ways are there to make a total of 50 pence using any combination of 20p, 10p and 5p coins? So what you're looking for there, I can give you one of them. 10 5p coins would be one. So that's one combination. How many different combinations of 50 pence are there only using 20 pence, 10 pence and 5 pence coins? You can use as many as whichever coin as you want. How many different ways are there? So we'll give you a little bit more time for that one because that's going to involve some working out, I think. I know it did for me. What are we doing now? I mean, hopefully I can see these comments. Let's refresh. Oh, there I am. Ah, I'm going to have to refresh every time, aren't I? I'm suddenly seeing them all come through now. Oh, wow. There you go. The Tuts are in the house. I can see that one. Paul Hale next door. Red wine, that's a good answer. Oh, I like it. Everyone has got their own sponsors at home, apparently. Apparently Annabelle is sponsored by Shiraz. Oh, that's no surprise there, is it? So that question again, how many ways are there to make a total of 50 pence using any combination of 20 pence, 10 pence and 5 pence coins? Oh, hi everyone. There's so many hellos on here, so I'm just going to say hello to everyone. Wow. Looks good. Across the road are in, Sims. Well done, Richard. Example comment. Love that, literally, example comment. And if you can hear any horns in the background, I think I know who that might be. That might be a cheeky next door neighbour trying to disrupt the quiz. Right, okay, you're going to be working that one out then. We'll move on while you're doing it to the next round. Next round you have games, round 2. So games, right, let's see. I think these are mostly board games, we'll see. Question number 1, how many individual circular spaces are there on a Connect 4 board? Hopefully we've all played Connect 4. How many individual circular spaces are there on the board? Is it really a board? What is it? It's kind of a stand. He's still going with that air one. So yeah, how many individual circular spaces are there on a Connect 4 board? Oh, where are I? Oh, of course. How did I forget that? So we've got some shout outs. I'm gonna miss half of these, aren't I? Shout out to obviously the Harriers, Maidstone Harriers that have tuned in. Well done, running club. Missing you guys. Obviously we can't get out and run together at the moment, but we're all there in spirit, I guess. Tomorrow night club run, solo club run. Distance yourself on your own, safe. I think it's all that's keeping us sane at the moment, actually. Oh, I'm going to have to refresh this every time, I think. Okay, so that question again then, how many individual circular spaces are there on a Connect 4 board? Now, hopefully you haven't all run upstairs and got one, and just counted them, because that's cheating. Oh, and we've got a minor miracle in the house as well. My dad's actually watching one of my quizzes. Minor miracle, well done. Okay. Next question up then. Question number 2. What colour denotes a history question in the original version of Trivial Pursuit? So you're playing Trivial Pursuit. What colour denotes a history question in the original version of the game? Good evening from Buckinghamshire. Wow. I mean, that's outside the county board, isn't it? Hi, guys. go. I tell. I've got lots of comments coming in here. I'm gonna have to get someone onto this as well, because I can't see them as they flash up. I need a better system than that, I think. So we have, so far we've got a silent wife in the house. She might have to not be so silent in a minute and start doing the shout outs for me, I think. But anyway, question number 2. What colour denotes a history question in the original version of Trivial Pursuit? Next one up for this round then. Question number 3. How many tasks must a contestant complete in order to win the jackpot on the TV show The Cube with Philip Schofield? So how many tasks must a contestant complete in order to win the jackpot on the TV show The Cube? That's a good idea, actually, while everyone's bored in the garden, set up your own cube. Alright, let's see who we've got in the meantime. Audio is fine here, love that, love the cube. Oh, we've got a family from Essex, again outside the borders. Hello, Essex. Yes, there we go. Shout out to Bedford. There you are. That's Gemma and Ed up in Bedford. Good old Ed. How many's he got right so far? Oh, here we go, yeah. There's one at least. Sports Directory shout out. Colleagues at work. Obviously, if you know me, Sports Directory. If you're a PE teacher, this is a shameless plug, by the way. PE teacher and you shop for equipment, Sports Directory. Shameless plug. Right, question number 3. How many tasks must a contestant complete in order to win a jackpot on the TV show The Cube? Moving on, next one, question number 4. Number 4, name the 4 stations featured on the original UK Monopoly board. So name the 4 stations featured on the original UK Monopoly board. And I'll tell you what, if you do them in order, you can give yourself a pat on the back. It's not worth anything more. So we've got someone else in Somerset as well. Wow, I didn't know they'd go this far. This is amazing. Somerset and Chelmsford. This is good. If you're elsewhere, I mean, if you're out the country, give us a shout. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? I doubt it, but there you go. Okay, so that one again. Name the 4 stations featured on the original UK Monopoly board. Again, get them in order. Clever Cogs points, but no extra point really. How are we getting on so far? Anyone confident? Anyone on a 9 out of 9? Well, we've got an Edinburgh in the house as well. So what I've done now is I've given up looking at these comments because they don't refresh. So I've got what I'm going to say now is a social media employee in the background holding up a whiteboard. I think we're going to have to lift the silence ban. You're going to have to do the shout outs for me. We're going to introduce Emma to this. This will make it a lot easier. She can do the shout outs. You might hear her off camera. No, there's a shake of heads. Does not want her voice across the internet. Okay, next question up then. Last one for games. In a game of Cluedo, which of the rooms would come last alphabetically? So, in a game of Cluedo, which of the rooms would come last alphabetically? Okay, oh, there's lots of emojis flying up here. Loads of them. No one's too late to start. I mean, you've probably missed a few questions, but, you know, start from the next round. Play along for fun. Do whatever. If you come in halfway through, that's fine. If not, I will try and post this video up afterwards as well, so you can watch from the start. So if you miss any, go back and do them then as well.
Oh, someone put the answer.
Okay. Reminder, guys, no answers. Don't put the answers on there. If you know the answers...
Len Rayner.
If you know the answers, I think Emma's probably forgotten that when she says stuff, it comes out on the camera.
I haven't forgotten.
Okay, please don't put the answers on the comments, just in case we have any quizzes taking it a little bit more seriously. I know on Tuesday night we do. If you know them, keep them in your head. If you want to put a silly answer up, put a silly one up. I bet next door might do that. But anyway, in a game of Cluedo, which of the rooms would come last alphabetically? Okay. Right, we'll move on to the next round then. Next round is, this is quite a quick one as well, so we can go through this pretty quick. It's name the year, so you just have to name the year in which the following things happened. So there you go, name the year. Right, the first question for this, in which year was chip and pin introduced in the UK? Also, Pluto was downgraded from planet status, sad, and Saddam Hussein was executed. So which year was that? And was chip and pin introduced in the UK? Pluto downgraded from planet status and Saddam Hussein executed. That was all in the same year. So which year was that? I've got a message on here for happy birthday to Joe. Now that's a happy birthday. Bit of a terrible time to have a birthday if you had a party or not, but I'll tell you what, after this is all over, I think we should all have a massive birthday party for everyone who missed it effectively. That'd be a great idea, wouldn't it? Everyone who had a birthday in March or April, massive party. There you go, Joe Blackwell. Tomorrow. Snooker for the snooker room. Rosie is loving the banner, NHS Stay Home.
Can you block people?
Remember, guys,
Answers.
silly answers, alright, if they're obviously wrong, please don't put the right answers on or what you think are the right answers on. Just write them down on a bit of paper, keep them to yourself. Right, next up then, the next year, so which year was the Greek bailout, the earthquake in Haiti, and the trapped Chilean miners? So what year did we see the Greek bailout? There was a big earthquake in Haiti, and the Chilean miners were trapped for, God knows, it was quite a long time, like 40 days or something like that, underground, and we're moaning about a week in here. There you go, what was the year for that? Okay, what are we up to now? We're still 160 views, it's good. Oh, window cleaners are in. Hi guys, haven't seen you guys for a while. Hope to see you back down the pub once this is finished, when it's all reopened. And that goes for everyone else as well in the local area. The old Rectory, if you've never been down to the pub quiz on Tuesday, pop down. We do this every week, it's good fun. And it's social as well, and we'll all be crying out for that when we get out of this, I think. But yeah, that one again, the Greek bailout, the earthquake in Haiti, and the trapped Chilean miners. What was the year? And once more, don't write the answers in the comments. Please write the answers on your sheet that you have in front of you, not on the internet. Or just keep it in your head. Right, next question then, number 3. The Battle of Britain was fought. That's all you're getting for that one. In which year was the Battle of Britain fought? So can't really do much else in that year, just that really. So in which year was the Battle of Britain? You're probably limited to a very sort of short time window there. Ah, new comments, there we go. Right, let's see what else is on here. So the Battle of Britain, in which year was that fought? Can't see comments. No, I couldn't either. And then I clicked on the video and made it bigger, and it started to load them, but they don't refresh. I have to keep refreshing the window. It's really annoying. Otherwise, I could see them as they came up. Is there a game swap going on? Mousetrap for some rollerblades. I actually have some rollerblades. I'll throw them over the fence tomorrow. Actually, that's a lie. I won't. I like them. Oh, okay. If there's spelling mistakes, it's because this English not my best GCSE. Right. Number 4. In which year did Tony Blair become Prime Minister? We gained the Teletubbies. Is that a good thing? But we lost Princess Diana. So in which year did Tony Blair become Prime Minister? We gained Teletubbies and lost Princess Diana. So what was the year? That one, hopefully we should remember. A lot went on in that year, actually, when I was researching it. Quite a few things. Right, where we're at in the comments, let's see. Viewers going up, that's always good to see. Okay. I'm going to see if I can turn them on something else while we're here. So yeah, that one again, Tony Blair became Prime Minister. We gained Teletubbies, but we lost Princess Diana. In which year was that? And the final one, in the years round then. Number 5, Kate Middleton married Prince William. The riots took place across London, and One Direction had their first UK number 1. So Kate Middleton married Prince William. Riots took place across London, and One Direction had their first UK number 1. Incidentally, they got married and didn't move to the USA. So well done, you guys. Okay, this looks good. It's glad to see so many people joining in. Good fun. Okay, so that was the last one for the years round then. So we've done 3 rounds. So we'll see how everyone's doing now then. This is the first of 4 marking sessions. So if you've got your answers down, be prepared to go through the marking now. No cheating, obviously. We're relying on everyone to mark correctly. Right, so we'll go back to the first round then. The answers for the first 3 rounds. General knowledge, what colour is the number 10 on the front door of 10 Downing Street? I've got a picture here to prove it. It's white. So the number 10 is white. Next one up, number 2. Which country is nearest to the site of the sinking of the Titanic? Oh, I apologise for the graphic, but I thought it was funny at the time. It's Canada. Who doesn't like a bit of Philip and Terence and Philip? Philip and Terence, that's the wrong way around. Terence and Philip. Oh, where am I going? Right, next one up. Number 3 was how many children did Queen Victoria have? The answer for this one, 9. 9 children. Quite a few. Right, trying desperately to refresh comments as they come in, but I'm not having too much luck at the moment. So bear with me. Okay, number 4 then. What are the 3 lowest numbers that are not included in the name of a UK motorway? They are the M7, the M10 and the M12. They are all not motorways. So there's no M7, there's no M10, there's no M12. The others in between, M8, M9 I think you'll find up in Scotland, and the M11 somewhere up north. I guess. Not too sure really actually. Right, let's see if we can get some comments going on here. But anyway, in the meantime, next round. No, it's not. Round one, question number 5. How many ways are there to make a total of 50 pence using any combination of 20, 10 and 5p coins? Now, I've got the answers up on here. You might not be able to see them, they're quite small, but there are 12 different ways to do it. You can work them out after if you missed a few, but 12 different ways you can make up 50 pence using all of those. Make sure you haven't counted any twice, any doubles. Right, next round then, round 2, the games round. Remember, 1 point for each of these, so only 5 out of 5 so far. Give us a shout, well done. Round 2, question number 1. How many individual circular spaces are there on a Connect 4 board? The answer was, there you go, 42. So it's a 6x7 board. I always hated that game. Why did I never win that one? Always go middle first, is that right? Okay, next up, question number 2. What colour denotes a history question in the original version of Trivial Pursuit? History is yellow. Don't ask me to name the others, because I can't remember them off the top of my head. Obviously, comments still not working, very hard to see what people are mouthing at me as well at the same time. I will get them working. Okay, remember guys, if connection drops out, make sure you've got a good Wi-Fi connection. I think ours is holding up here, so if it drops out, there might not be anything we can do about it. Obviously it's streaming live, so I can't go back. Next up then, question number 3. How many tasks must the contestant complete in order to win the jackpot on the TV show The Cube? 9. 9 tasks to win The Cube. Okay, let's see if I can get them up on here. Question number 4. Name the 4 stations featured on the original UK Monopoly board. Okay, I mean, if you got them in order, let's go. But we are on Fenchurch Street, Liverpool Street, Marylebone, and King's Cross. So that's not the order they go around in. But yeah, there you go. Is that the order? I can't remember. It might be actually. Anyway, 1 point if you got all 4 of them right. You need all 4 for the answer. And question number 5, in a game of Cluedo, which of the rooms would come last alphabetically? That'd be the study. Okay. I'm almost there, I'm almost online. Almost online. If I can get a live feed up on that, it might work. Okay, next round. Round 3, name the year. So the year for each of these: Chip and Pin is introduced in the UK, Pluto downgraded, and Saddam Hussein executed. That was all in 2006. So 14 years ago, that one. Next one, the Greek bailout, the earthquake in Haiti, and the trapped Chilean miners. That was 10 years ago, 2010 for that one. Next up, the Battle of Britain was fought in 1940. Number 4, Tony Blair became Prime Minister. We gained Teletubbies but lost Princess Diana. That was, of course, 1997. And then finally, Kate Middleton married Prince William. Riots took place across London and One Direction had their first UK #1. That was 2011. Right, I'm hoping now I can see my comments. I think I can. Excellent. Okay. How did you get on for those rounds? You've got a maximum 15. If anyone is on 15, then brag about it. Oh, I like this. People taking a piss out of people for getting the answer and then they get it right. That's how it works sometimes. Okay. If we're ready to move on to the next bit then, so it's the next 3 rounds, got 4, 5 and 6. So round 4, onto a sport round. Hopefully one of those people who love sport, this will be the one for you. We're going to start off, and we're all missing it as well, the Premier League. We're going to start off with how many different football teams have won the Premier League since it started in 1992. So how many different football teams have won the Premier League since it started in 92? I mean, obviously, bonus kudos if you can get all 6 and name them. Oh, shit. Okay, we're going to change the question. We're going to change the question because I gave away the answer. So, 6 football teams have won the Premier League since it started in 92. Who were they? Oh, it always happens. Right. So, I've changed the question now. Ignore that. You need to name the 6 teams that have won the Premier League. There you go. Just changed it. Okay, guys, let me know how it's going as well, if the volume is fine. I mean, I'm shouting. I don't know what I can do if it's too low. You just have to turn it up. How does it sound so far? Is there a prize for the lowest mark? Possibly. You can award yourself prizes. Each house can get a prize. You can set up your own prizes. Lowest and highest if you want, if there's just two of you in there. Oh. This guy... Apple devices all over the place. We do, unfortunately, I do love an Apple device. So question number 1, we've changed that. It's not how many now, because I gave the answer away. You need to name the 6 teams that have won the Premier League. Name them. Right. Next question up then. Question number 2. In greyhound racing, which colour is worn by the dog racing in lane number 1? So greyhound racing, which colour is worn by the dog racing in lane number 1? Oh, this does the same thing, no refresh. How annoying is that? No refreshing, what's going on? Oh well. So question number 2 again, in greyhound racing, which colour is worn by the dog racing in lane number 1? Crossy on 13 out of 15. He's got to be having help there somewhere, honestly. Toilet roll as a jackpot prize sounds good. I mean, you've probably all got enough anyway. I would have guessed. Volume good, thanks Rich. That's some good scores there actually while I look at it. Anyway, next question. Question number 3. In inches, how wide is the hoop used in basketball? So the diameter of the hoop used in basketball. In inches, how wide is the hoop used in basketball? And now, I know what's going on, and I'll tell you, that is not 6 inches, guys, as much as we'd like it to be. So, in inches, how wide is the hoop used in basketball? The diameter, the technical term. Right, let's have a look. Let's see how people are getting on. This is very annoying, having to refresh every time. More. Oh, I missed that bit. Yeah, that sounds about right. Crossy with 13 wrong out of 15. We're on to the sport round now, though. So next question up in sport. Anyway, question number 4. In which year did USA host the FIFA Football World Cup? So in which year did USA host the FIFA Football World Cup? Oh, I'm going to miss the Euros this year. I mean, hopefully you guys will put some music on in the background as well. I mean, it's deadly silent in here. It's really odd not to have background noise as well. But yeah, if it's all right for you guys, we'll carry on. I couldn't put any music in this because apparently Facebook doesn't like it. Even background music, it chucks you off, apparently for copyright infringement. So unless we've got any live bands that want to play outside at a 2 metre distance next time, it is what it is. Okay, so number 4 then, in which year did the USA host the FIFA Football World Cup? Next up, question number 5. To the nearest foot, how high off the floor is the top of a badminton net? So number 5, to the nearest foot, how high off the floor is the top of a badminton net? Obviously when it's up and you're playing badminton, not when it's on the floor. So we're going on the text. It's good so far. We've not had too many people get bored and leave, which has been good. I could hum. Oh god, no one would want that. I'm seeing a bit of lying going on. Rosie on 15 out of 15. I'm not so sure on that. Sorry to not have any faith in you, Rosie, but yeah. Okay, so number 5 then, to nearest foot, how high off the floor is the top of a badminton net? That's it for the sport round. Moving on, next round, this is the food and drink round. So question number 1 for food and drink, I like this one. How many dairily triangles make up a whole circular pack? So how many dairily triangles make up a whole circular pack? You still get them? You must be able to still get them. Remember taking them to school as lunch. Not a whole pack, just one. So how many of those triangles make up a whole circular pack? Oh, something very funny going on with the comments. Anyway. Next one up then, question number 2. Number 2, we've got enough of this in the house, but you can't go and check. What shape is farfalle pasta? Hope I've pronounced that right. What shape is farfalle pasta? And, you know, if you've stockpiled and your cupboards are full of it, then you shouldn't have done that, but don't check it either. Farfalle, what shape is that pasta? Okay, how are we doing on the comments? A single layer, yes, a single layer. If there's only like for the Dairy one, is there double decker layers? It's a lot of cheese. A single layer, yeah, and a single flat round pack. So that's question number 2. Next one, question 3. Coleman's mustard comes from which English city? So Coleman's mustard, which English city does that come from? Yeah, hopefully there's not too many connection issues here. Hopefully not. There's a few other people sort of joining in and out. Hopefully that's not us. No, the Wi-Fi is not the best, but yeah, if you've had uninterrupted access so far, let me know on here, just to make sure it's not ours. But question number 3 again, Coleman's mustard comes from which English city? Okay, next one up, question number 4. In the Burger King logo, what colour are the words Burger King? So think of the Burger King logo, sad we can't go there. Well, what colour are the words Burger King written in that? It's been stable throughout. I love that. Thank you, Anthony Warren. Just my machine then, probably streaming on about 4 or 5 devices here, so all looks good. Thanks guys. Okay, so in the Burger King logo, what colour are the words Burger King? That was question number 4. And question number 5, food and drink. Oh, if you haven't got one, you'll want one now. How many segments are there in a Terry's chocolate orange? So when you smash the chocolate orange apart, how many different segments make up a Terry's chocolate orange? If you haven't got one, I've heard Alan Partridge has got a few knockoff ones that you can get. Slightly damaged packaging, apparently. Oh, looks like we're good again. So question number 5, how many segments are there in a Terry's chocolate orange? Right, the next round then is another quick one. It's name the capital city. Now I think if Jason's still watching, you might as well write 5 points out straight away. He's probably been there to all of them. But anyway, just need to name the capital city of the following countries. So number 1, Finland. What is the capital city of Finland? This could be around where we get 0s or 5s, I think. Maybe you've been to some of them. But name the capital city of Finland. I've been to that one. Next one. Number 2 is name the capital city of New Zealand. Let's see how we're going over here. Yeah, I thought Jason might enjoy that round. Who are you playing against? Not against the other Tigers, I hope. I mean, there'll be arguments there. Okay, next one up then. Question number 3. Name the capital city of Canada. Well, Terence and Philip were up earlier. What was their capital city? One of the ones that most people get wrong for some reason. Okay, number 3 was Canada. So number 4 is name the capital city of Switzerland. One of the closer countries. Switzerland. What's the capital city? Now, Jason, you have been to all of these, haven't you? Yeah, I think he has. I know for some this is a nightmare round. Apologies, had to be done. Oh, controversial. We always trust Jason on questions. I don't know. Not sure about that, the amount of arguing that normally goes on a Tuesday night. So number 5 then, the capital city of Iran. So that's been in the news quite a bit. What is the capital city of Iran? Okay. So that is those 3 rounds out of the way. It's time for some marking again. This is where you can overtake people if you were lagging behind before, maybe. We'll find out. So we'll go back to round 4 then. The first question, or the first round, sorry, was sport, and the question was how many different Premier League teams have won the title since 1992. I gave away the answer as 6, so I asked you to name them instead. So they are Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Arsenal, oh God, Leicester, and Blackburn Rovers, if anyone remembers that one, back in the day. I think it was the 3rd season in, or something like that, or 2nd season. Charlton will be on there eventually. No, it just won't, will it? There you go, United, City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Leicester and Blackburn, the 6 that have won. Obviously can't count Liverpool. Awkward. We'll see. They might not, who knows. Won't be funny though, will it? Next question, number 2. In greyhound racing, which colour is worn by the dog racing in lane number 1? If you've been down the dog track, you'll recognise number 1 is red. Can't remember the others. There's a blue, there's a white, there's a black and white, and an orange, I think. I'm not sure. Next one up then, in inches, how wide is the hoop used in basketball? Diameter, everyone doing that at home, 18 inches wide. Let's see how we're getting on over there. And the next question, number 4, in which year did USA host the FIFA Football World Cup? Was in 1994, back 26 years ago. Question number 5 then, to the nearest foot, how high off the floor is the top of a badminton net? You can just about, I can just about shake hands over the top of it. 5 foot. 5 foot. Oh, come on you Reds. I hope you mean Charlton there, not Liverpool. Or Arsenal. Just, it has to be Charlton if it's Reds. That's it. Okay, right, on to round 5, food and drink. The answers for food and drink. Number 1, how many dairy triangles make up a whole circular pack? Just 1 layer. put a picture of it. There are 8 triangles with fun little cows on the front. So 8 dairy triangles in a pack. Question number 2, what shape is farfalle pasta? It's that shape, it's bowed. So bow-shaped pasta, little bow ties. Number 3, Coleman's mustard comes from which English city? It comes from Norwich. And number 4, in the Burger King logo, what colour are the words Burger King? You can see it here, they are red. So there you go, could have been red, could have been blue, could have been yellow, but the answer's red. Then number 5, how many segments are there in a Terry's chocolate orange? I really want one now. There are 20 segments. Go and get one, knock it open and count them. Then eat them. Next up then, round 6 was name the capital city. Right, first one, Finland. The capital city is Helsinki. Number 2, capital city of New Zealand, Wellington. Number 3, the capital city of Canada. So one that a lot of people get wrong a lot of the times. The capital city of Canada is Ottawa. Number 4, capital city of Switzerland is Bern. And finally, number 5, the one from the news, pretty much, the capital city of Iran is Tehran. Hopefully that rings bells if you didn't get it. It's Tehran. How are we doing? Go on to Cholton. Oh, I knew it was Cholton. It had to be. Okay. How's everyone doing so far then? Halfway through. Not doing too bad actually. I was meant to give a shout out as well. I know we've got some of my regular team members from Tuesday night tuning in, but especially the PALS team who sit right next to me normally. It's a big shout out to Sue. Sue works at Dartmouth Hospital on the cancer ward there, so obviously NHS worker. She's in at the moment with not much PPE apparently. So a big well done to Sue, well done to all the NHS as well. And as you can see down there, we need to help them by staying at home. And obviously Thursday night we'll go outside and listen up, Sue. We'll all be giving you a big round of applause like we did last Thursday. So well done to you guys. Thanks for tuning in as well. Okay, half-time scores then. Let's do some bragging on here. Who's up at, what's the maximum we can have now? 30. Who's up even close to that? If anyone's at 30, then they've probably stolen my sheet. 70 good. There's some good scores. Oh, no, not the Cholton abuse. Yeah, we are a little bit. Okay. Right, so at the halfway point then, we're going on to the next round. Round 7, we're going on to, hopefully this will be a good one, film. So film questions for round 7, and the first one up, I had to watch this yesterday just to see who it was. Who was the first character to speak in the original 1977 Star Wars film, A New Hope? So, you know, the first one that came out, I know they've messed around with the numbers now and it's now number 4 or whatever it is, but the first Star Wars film made in 1977, who was the first character to speak in the film? Okay, how are we doing? Shout louder. That sounds like a normal Tuesday night comment. The Ransley gang are on 20 out of 30. It's good scores, guys. Haven't seen any higher yet. We've got an 18 out of 30 up here, a 14. 17, a 14, a 17. A 26 out of 30. Wow. This is pretty good. Oh, well done. I mean, I haven't seen a 0 yet, which is pretty good. Well done. Right, anyway, next question then for film. Question number 2. From the film Mary Poppins, how many letters are there in the word, and I've not written it, but you know the word, Mary. No, it's not Mary. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So from the film Mary Poppins, how many letters are there in the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? I really don't like that film. That's controversial. But Yeah, that song could drive you mad. But anyway, for those who do like it, how many letters are there in that word? Oh, you can write it out on your answer sheet if you want. Check the spelling afterwards. Well, I do have it on screen afterwards to go through. It's quite long. Right, while you're doing that, it's time to refresh, I think. Here's a pub quiz, so it'd be rude not to. Can't wait to get down the actual pub again, actually. Whoever thought you'd miss the old Rectory? Only joking, we're there all the time. Okay, so how many letters are there in the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Not going to sing it. Right, the next one up. Question number 3. How many Wallace and Gromit films have there been? So how many Wallace and Gromit films have been made to date? And they are good films as well. This includes, because I know they do little definitions, this includes the short films and the feature-length film, which there's only one of, but you know, all the ones that are a proper Wallace and Gromit film. So what have we got here? Martin on 15 out of 30, solid. Next door on 18. Some good scores. The Pals are on 19. Ooh, they're used to being out in front. 1 point behind so far. Yep, all these scores are good going. Especially if you're not a pub quiz regular and you know the formats. Okay, so how many Wallace and Gromit films have there been for question number 3? Question number 4. What was the full name, and the full name as well, of the character played by Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing? So I want his first name and his surname. What a film as well. Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing. What was the character's full name? I mean, I think I want to go and watch that film. I know it's a chick flick, but it's good. Crossy, you haven't seen that yet. If you get on it, go and watch Dirty Dancing. It's brilliant. So the full name of Patrick Swayze's character in Dirty Dancing. Too many Wallace and Gromits. Please, can we have a toilet break? Yeah, have a toilet break. I'll tell you what, after the next question is film round, we'll have a quick a toilet break for people. We'll give a 5-minute break or something. God knows what I'll do for the 5 minutes, but we'll do that. We'll do that after the end of this round, say question 4 and question 5. Right. So the last one in this round then, film. How many James Bond movie titles are comprised of just one word? So how many James Bond films have just one word in their title? So this is from first one all the way up to, well, it doesn't matter if it includes the one that wasn't released recently, does it? Because that was No Time to Die. That's obviously more than one word. It's a bit annoying as well. Quite looking forward to seeing that one. Okay, so that's question number 5. As promised then, let's do a quick toilet break. So I know it is a pub quiz, we're drinking beer, probably need to go. So that one then, how many James Bond movie titles comprise of just one word? Before we go on to the next round then, we'll do a couple of minutes break. Send me in any sort of comments, let's keep this going on here. How are you getting on? Is this causing any fights in the house so far? I mean, I know in our house when we do a big fat quiz of the year, it's pretty competitive. Let's put PPE on. Oh, see, Crossy, you need to watch the film, not just get Lauren to give you the answer. So shout out to Lauren, well done for being knowledgeable on a good film. He's terrible. Oh, Kip Ross Janet, one I know. Jason's going to debate that, as always. Oh, it's a shame I couldn't have a music round, to be honest. It would be great to have played some music, not only while I'm speaking, but to do the songs as well. But yeah, good old Facebook doesn't like you doing music. We tried that. Was thinking of doing a live party on a Friday night. No, not allowed that. Thanks, Facebook. If anyone does know any way I can do that, then let me know, because that'd be good. Quite enjoy doing that. Any more shout outs? Go on, I can do some shout outs if people send them through and I see them. Why not? Anyone, any other NHS workers, any other birthdays today or tomorrow? I should probably give a shout out to Matt's birthday, actually, brother Matt. When is it? It's Monday, isn't it? The 6th? I think it's Monday. Happy birthday for Monday. Probably not going to be doing much like everyone else. Yeah. Definitely know the Dirty Dancing. If you're enjoying it as well, give us a thumbs up. Trying to make it as good as I can. Hopefully you are enjoying it at home. As I said, it's the first time. It's really surreal doing this. I don't know what to expect from it. Very different to doing it live, you know, when people can talk to you and let you know if you're doing anything too quick, too loud, too quiet, too slow. If you've made any mistakes. Oh, look, lots of emojis just came up on the screen, that's good. So yeah, really surreal, but hopefully everyone's enjoying it. If it goes down well, might even do a second next week, who knows. But hopefully, you know, if you have enjoyed it and you live local, come down the pub when we're back again. Every Tuesday night we do this, and there's prizes up for grabs normally. Normally do a £100 jackpot, which is one every month or so. Rolls over if no one wins it each week. And various other prizes on the night, so why not? It's always good fun. Look, loads of things coming in, this is good. It keeps going back to the Charlton comment, yes. If only you could see the scarf over there, the old playoff final scarf, still proudly hanging there, you know, even after a year. If I stream on YouTube, yes to YouTube, that's good. The limit I have with that is I don't have 1,000 followers, so apparently I can't stream on a mobile device. I can stream on a laptop, so I might give that a go. So yeah, why not? Weekend party. I'd love to have 1,000 followers on YouTube. I think I have 3. I could do some lyrics, couldn't I? Yes. Shout out to Jan because she knows her Dirty Dancing. I don't even want to go down that route. Okay, right. Hopefully that's enough time for a toilet break. Then we'll continue with the next round. This one, science round. So round 8, question number 1 for science. What is the most common gas in the air that we breathe? Little stipulation, if you had a curry tonight and you're indoors, not the air you're breathing, the general air outside. What's the most common gas in the air that we breathe? So obviously it's made up of a few different gases, but which one is the most common in that air? Right, how are we doing? How many people are still putting up with me on a quiz? It says, over 130, that's good. Say hello to Joe Jackson. Hello, Joe Jackson. There you go, there's my hellos. Oh, I'm glad this is reaching Essex fine, apparently. Matt will be celebrating his birthday by going back to work. Bit of an odd choice of celebration, but there you go. Shalom. Friday night dinner. If anyone hasn't seen that, go and watch that. That's brilliant. Joe loving the flag, of course. This is my own British pub, after all. Question 1, what's the most common gas in the air that we breathe? Number 2, write down the first 5 numbers that appear in the mathematical term pi. So you know that horrible number you're meant to learn at school. This includes any numbers before or after a decimal point, but just the first 5 numbers that appear. No rounding. We've had this one before, I think. People were arguing with rounding. Don't round the numbers. Just imagine it's a string that goes out for eternity like it does, and what are the first 5 numbers that appear in pi? down here. So obviously this was drilled into us at school, so we all know it off by heart to probably about 30 or 40 decimal places, of course, because school is useful like that. Only joking. Okay, so you think you've got pi then? Moving on. Question, don't you think you've got pi? Question number 3. Titan is a moon of which planet? I'm hoping Mr. Kipros will get this one. Titan is a moon of which planet? This is working quite nicely now. Okay, still looking good. Okay, so that one, number 3, Titan's moon of which planet? On to the next one, question number 4. What is the coloured part of the eye called? So you probably can't see it here, mine are blue. What is the coloured part of the eye called? Very hard to see my mouthed comments as well. Oh, why is he swearing at the screen? Okay. Right, doing well so far then. What is the coloured part of the eye called for number 4? And then the final one, science, probably not everyone's favourite round, but there we go. Number 5, what is the chemical symbol for gold? So apparently it's quite popular at the moment, gold, good price or something like that. Anyway, what's the chemical symbol for gold? Oh, I've just seen the next round. Next round's fantastic. Love this one. There's lots of people joining and leaving and joining again. Connection issues, I guess. I bet it's Sky. Or any other available broadband. Okay, so that one then, what's the chemical symbol for gold? Moving on to the next round, name the Mr. Man. So for those of you who know the Mr. Man, have ever read them, you just need to name the character. So obviously this is a visual one, so refer to the screen here. Hopefully you'll be able to see them. Question number 1 is this one. Name this Mr. Man. That one. Hopefully you can all see that. It's quite big. Name that Mr. Man. And come on, you're going to need the exact name for these. It can't be like nearly there or whatever. It's got to be their name. Twitch is another option for me for music. Well, I'm going to have to get with the 21st century then and actually look into Twitch because, yeah, I haven't used it yet. Should do though. I really should do. My eyes are not blue, they're dead. That's harsh. They should be blue. But you know, they are mutated genes, so technically. So we've got a team from 4 locations: Nettlestead, Dartford, Stroud and Camberley. Wow. All playing against each other? Right, next Mr. Man then. Name this Mr. Man. Cheeky face. Which Mr. Man is this? How are we doing for time? We're doing alright. There you go, what's that Mr. Man there? That orange thing on screen. Okay everyone, good with naming that guy. On to the next one then, third Mr. Man. Name this guy. I mean, the artist really didn't make much of an effort when they came up with that one, did they? Just thinking, oh, draw me a Mr. Man. Done. That's how I do most of my work, actually. doing. Oh, see, there you go, the Mr. Man round, dividing people once again. Ah, see, the comments, what I'm doing here for the comments is just pressing refresh at the top, but yeah, you have to leave and join again. So I guess that's why people are doing it. That's a bit of a rubbish thing from Facebook, isn't it? They used to just scroll up. Anyway, I'll be writing to Facebook in the morning. Right, next Mr. Man then. Who is this Mr. Man? I mean, that could be anyone down the pub, couldn't it? With more clothes on normally. So who's this Mr. Man? the best round yet. I'll tell you, for some people, they're going to love this round. Okay, your last Mr. Man then. Who's this guy? Oh, he looks happy enough. Who is this Mr. Man? Okay, right. 3/4 of the way through then. That was the 3 rounds for this section. If everyone's ready, for the marking for this, so let's go for it. Let's go back to round 4 then, the film round. So the marking for the film: who was the first character to speak in the original 1977 Star Wars film? Gone back and watched it just to make sure. This bloke, C-3PO. Can't remember what he said. Just needed to know it was him. Yeah, not as annoying as Jar Jar Binks or anything like that. C-3PO. Next question then. From the film Mary Poppins, how many letters are there in the word? It's going to pop up on screen, but I can tell you there are 34 letters in that word without the little bit. Pretty sure it's spelt right, if there even is a correct spelling. I think there is. I think that's it. Next question then. How many Wallace and Gromit films have there been? The answer is 5, and there they are. Grand Day Out, The Wrong Trousers, Close Shave, Shaun the Sheep one, let's see, Matter of Loaf and Death, and The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I'm pretty sure we've got a few of them in the house, to be fair. They just don't do what you want them to. Okay, next up then, question number 4. What was the full name of the character played by Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing? The best chick flick ever, just my opinion and also fact. Johnny Castle. There he is. Okay. And then question number 5. How many James Bond movie titles are comprised of just one word? If you've missed one, you'll probably kick yourself for this. There are 7. So there you go. Goldfinger, Goldeneye, Octopussy, Thunderball, Moonraker, and then the 2 more up-to-date ones, Skyfall and Spectre. 7 Bond films with one word. Again, can't wait for the next one. Gonna have to, till October. Oh yeah, so for the the question was for the spelling, supercalifragilistic, whatever. You can have a point for that. If you spelt it correctly, I mean, you can just be smug, but you don't get an extra point. Just the 34 letters. Right, next round. Round 8, science. What's the most common gas in the air that we breathe? It is nitrogen. There you go, there's a kind of brief makeup of the air there. A little bit of oxygen in there, a tiny bit of other stuff. It's exactly how we put it on GCSE exams, a tiny bit of other stuff. The Emma's World Accents round. Oh, that would be amazing if we could do that next time. Question number 2. Write down the first 5 numbers that appear in the mathematical term pi. No rounding involved. So as it appears in a big long string, what are the first 5? There you go, that. 3.1415. The reason I put no rounding is because I think the next one is 9, and then some people say, oh, it should be a 6. No rounding, 3.1415. Can we play a joker on the Mr. Man round? I mean, you can make up your own rules, to be honest, with your scoring in your house. A bit late for that now, but you know, if you want to sort of get extra points and bully the other team, do it. Next question number 3. Titan is a moon of which planet? It's this planet, Saturn. There you go. Titan is, I believe, the largest moon of Saturn. Number 4. What's the coloured part of the eye called? It is the iris. And also a very good song by the Goo Goo Dolls. And then last one in this round, question number 5. What is the chemical symbol for gold? Bit of a connection to the Bond round, you know, in Goldfinger, we had Ulrich Goldfinger, AU. AU1, I think the number plate of his car, something like that. And then what I think has been people's best and worst rounds, the Mr. Men. So name the Mr. Man, that guy, Mr. Bump. Next one, him with the arms, Mr. Tickle. Third one, the scribble was Mr. Messy. That guy with the belly, Mr. Greedy. And then the last one, the big square, was Mr. Strong. So there you go, hopefully we had some 5 out of 5s on the Mr. Men round. Okay, so how are you doing then? We've got 45 points up for grabs at this point, going into the last 3 rounds in a minute. So how are you doing? I mean, we had, what was it before, 20 out of 30 I think was? No, we had a 27, didn't we? 27 was the top score, so have we, has anyone caught that up? Let's see what we've got on here. The comments refreshing is very annoying, I must agree. Oh, I'm just not getting any new comments now, so let's see. Oh, Mr. Square. I mean, let's say what you see, Mr. Square, but yeah, Mr. Strong. So we're on 20 there. We've got the Powers are on 32. Richard Smith's on 41 out of 45. Only dropped 1 in that round. It's pretty good. Okay, brilliant. Right, I mean, time is kind of looking good at the moment. We'll go into the last one. This is where it's make or break now, really, isn't it? Make or break. This is the last 15 points up for grabs. And the next round, we're going into round 10, is children's TV. Love this round. Love children's TV anyway. And one of my favourite questions of all quiz time. Number 1 is, in the TV show Rainbow, on what side of Zippy's mouth was the zip hanging when he could speak? So, you know, he used to do his mouth up, closed, unclosed, whether. When he could speak and his mouth was open, on which side did the zip hang? Was it hanging on this side, on Zippy's right, or was it on that side, Zippy's left? So your right or left answers are Zippy's one. So if it was Zippy's right side, you put this one. If you think it's Zippy's left side, put this one. So when he could speak and his mouth was open, on what side of his mouth was the zip hanging? Favourite characters of all time, Zippy. Especially those videos you can get on YouTube where it wasn't quite the children's TV version of Rainbow. Okay, what else have we got on the comments? Richard's on 17. Got Laura on 28. Ransley Gang on 33, still good scores. 26 there. Saunderson's 28. Very close to the Ramsleys. There you go. There's a little bit of a battle going on. How about next door? Well, Paul's on about -5 by now, isn't he? Anyway, next question. Question number 2. In the cartoon Wacky Racers, how many cars were there in the race? So in the cartoon Wacky Racers, how many cars were there? I mean, if you want to be extra clever, you can't get any points for these, but if you want to name them all on your own sheet of paper, just to show off, then go for it. But in the cartoon Wacky Racers, how many cars were there? Got to mention, the good thing about this pub here actually is there's no last orders. Tonight, you just keep going. Brilliant. Didn't even need a late licence. Okay. So that one again, in the cartoon Wacky Racers, how many cars were there? I saw something, someone from Leeds up here. Oh, 30 out of 45 there for the Zoomer team. I mean, these comments could be a bit better. Paul's on his second can of Dr. Pepper Zero. Ooh, steady on, mate. 29 points there, well done. Okay, next question. Question number 3. What was the name of the van driven by Scooby-Doo's gang? So probably not by all of them at the same time, but what was the name of the van driven by Scooby-Doo's gang? Again, great cartoon series. I think I've got the van somewhere in here, made out of Lego, surprisingly. What was the name of Scooby-Doo's gang's van? Okay. How are we looking? Right, so that one, question number 3. Next one up then, question number 4. Gonna need a colour for this one. What colour is Homer Simpson's car? So you see it in the opening credits, almost runs people over as he drives into the driveway. What colour is Homer Simpson's car? Haven't watched The Simpsons for ages actually. Probably it's still the same colour. They're all probably still the same age. I think worryingly actually, someone said to me once that when Homer Simpson was invented, he was supposed to be in his late 30s, which means I'm around the same age as Homer Simpson, nearly. That's worrying. I've got more than 3 strands of hair though, hopefully. So that one, yeah, what colour is Homer Simpson's car in The Simpsons? Okay, next one up then. Question number 5, last one in children's TV. In the children's TV series, The Herbs, what type of animal was parsley? So in the TV series, The Herbs, what animal was parsley? Okay, all going strong still by the looks of it. Yeah, great. Still loads of people here. I managed to keep people entertained for over an hour. That's great. Actually, nearly an hour and a half. Brilliant. Hopefully, you're all enjoying it. You've not been forced to watch this by someone else. I know a few of you might have been. Yeah, The Simpsons is a kids' program, I guess. Well, if I watch it, it's definitely a kids' program. Okay, next round then. We're going on to round 11, and we're going back to another general knowledge round number 2. So, first up then, if Prince William takes the throne as King William, what number would he have after his name? So you can put the Roman numeral if you want, or just the actual normal number, but Well, if Prince William did take the throne as King William, what number would he have after his name? Now, it looked at one point this week like he might have become king a little bit sooner, but I think Charles is getting better now. So yeah, get well soon, Charlie. No news of Prince Philip yet. Sure, it's fine. Self-isolating in his car. Anyway, Prince William. If he takes the throne as King William, what number will he have after his name? Okay, let's catch up with a few of these then. We want this every fortnight. Fortnight? It's weekly down the old Rectory. It's every Tuesday. I am seeing some comments, but then they sort of disappear again. So I briefly saw a shout out for all the police and fire. Of course, big shout outs to anyone who's doing the country a service at the moment and helping out. I mean, I'm helping out by sitting at home not doing much. They're obviously helping out a little bit better than I am. So well done to all of you guys. Next question up, question number 2. In pantomime, whose mother is Widow Twankey? So not too long ago now, pantomime. Whose mother is Widow Twankey? Probably the best of the dames, I think. Depends who plays it. Okay, how are we looking? I'm convinced I'm not seeing all of your comments here, so apologies if I'm not reading them all out. I don't think I am seeing all of them at all. The BBACC group are smashing it. Well done, Dan Smith. Well done for smashing it. Do we get bonus points for writing the King William answer in Roman numerals? No, but again, smug points in and around your house if you can do it. You know, smug points are worth just as much. Not in this quiz, but you know, in your own quiz. Next question then, we're on to question number 3 in general knowledge. On which day of the week are British elections held? So we always go to that. I mean, we've had enough of them recently. Is that old dear on the news? Oh, not another one. On which day of the week are the British elections held? She's brilliant. Where's she right now? So we're looking for a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday. Which day do you go down there to vote? Obviously not including postal votes. Which day is the actual election held? We've got someone calling out Terry for owing subs from 2008. Bit harsh. Can't go debt collecting right now. Oh, I'm glad people are loving this. I'll tell you what, after this, after we finish tonight, just drop me all the comments. I've got time to read through them properly then. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. Right, next question, question number 4. What were the name of Wendy Darling's brothers in Peter Pan? So in the film, in the play, in the book, what were the name of Wendy Darling's brothers in Peter Pan? Oh, no, there he is down there. There's Peter Pan, Captain Hook. I forgot I bought them out today. It's great. I think that's one of my favourite films, Hook. Dustin Hoffman's brilliant in that. And Robbie Williams as well. Robin, not Robbie. He wasn't in it. Okay, ready for that one? Right, next one. On to the last one in general knowledge 2, which is question number 5. Number 5 is who was the mother of Queen Elizabeth I? And back in time a little bit here. Who was the mother of Queen Elizabeth I? Not the current Liz on the throne. She's the second. Elizabeth I. Who was her mum? Right, let's see how we're doing again. Ah, thank you very much, Sarah Smith. That's a very kind comment. I'm going to try and do some online actually. I haven't actually looked at any of them yet. I've meant to have done them, but I'm just kind of winging this to see how it goes. Of course, Mr. Men and Children's TV are the best rounds. That'll be my best rounds. Oh, I think there's some jokes going on here. What did Cinderella say when she got to the ball? Wow. Wait for the answers to come up now. Hopefully I'll see the answer. Okay, let's risk it for a music round, maybe. Okay, so that was question number 5. We're going to go on to the last round then. Last 5 questions, and actually we might have a tiebreaker at the end as well for any teams that are playing against each other on the same scores. So last round then, round 12, and this is another quick round. This one is name any year in which the following person was alive. So at the what we're going to do is going to give you historical people. I mean they're all dead now, but you just need to give me any year in which this person was alive. So as long as it's between their birth date and their death date, we'll be fine. So the first one then, Napoleon Bonaparte. So any year in which Napoleon Bonaparte was alive. And if you know some of the battles off by heart, you've probably got a good chance of getting that one. So any year in which Napoleon Bonaparte was still alive. I mean, there might be conspiracy theorists out there that think he still is, probably. Some people are mental. So next one then, again, these are all name any year in which the person was alive. The next person, King James I of England, or if you prefer, James VI of Scotland. One and the same person, just kind of moved positions a little bit halfway through his career. Oh, he was still king of both, I think. But yeah, any year in which King James I of England was still alive. Okay, on to the next one then, and strange fact, I believe we have relatives apparently of the next person, but not me relatives, but someone playing along might have relatives of this person. The next person is Captain James Cook. So any year in which Captain James Cook was alive. Oh, we've got, I'm guessing the one that Trev Kipros liked might have been the Napoleon one, looking at the comments. And Rosie asking the quiz to be kinder to her. I mean, you've got to be kind to the quiz, Rosie. Have some knowledge. Are you beating Matt? Okay, Captain James Cook, any year he was alive. Next person up then, watched a couple of films about this guy recently, brilliant as well. Ned Kelly, any year in which Ned Kelly was alive. When he died quite young, got himself into a bit of trouble, just a little bit, went around wearing some metal. It's a good job I don't direct the films, to be honest. Okay, so any year in which Ned Kelly was alive, and then it's going to be, it's a bit sad, the final question of the quiz, apart from the tiebreaker, is name any year in which William Shakespeare was alive and writing things like sonnets and plays. Any year in which William Shakespeare was alive. I mean, if anyone's 1 year out here, it's going to be frustrating, isn't it? You know, you're looking to get bang in the middle. Okay. Right, hope you've got your answers down. Let's do it. Let's go through some marking for the last quarter of the quiz. Right, so back to the children's TV round then. Question number 1. In the TV show Rainbow, on what side of Zippy's mouth was the zip when he could speak? Was it Zippy's right or Zippy's left? About to find out. Here is the legend himself. It was Zippy's right. There you can see his little zip hanging on his right there. I mean, that's a very seductive pose from Zippy there, isn't it? Legend. Right. Next one up then. Number 2. In the cartoon Wacky Racers, how many cars were there? I've got a picture here. You might not be able to see them all, but there were 11 cars. I would love to try and name them all, but I'll probably get caught out on one of them. There are 11 there. My favourite though, number 1, the Slag Brothers. Brilliant name. In the Bouldermobile, I think. Right, next up then. Question number 3. What was the name of the van driven by Scooby-Doo's gang? Was of course the Mystery Machine. The old pot wagon. I didn't call it that. But the Mystery Machine. Okay, number 4. Another car one. What colour is Homer Simpson's car? Homer Simpson drove around in this pink car. All the time in his pink car. Okay, finally then, question number 5. In the children's TV series The Herbs, what animal was Parsley? Yeah, there's the question. I've been told this is very cute. Parsley was a lion. There you go. With 3 claws, apparently. Parsley the lion, with green hair. Right, on to the next round. General knowledge. Number 1, if Prince William takes the throne as King William, what number will he have after his name? The number he will have is 5. He will be King William the V, which is the Roman numerals for 5. So King William the 5th. Next one up. Question number 2. In pantomime, whose mother is Widow Twankey's? Widow Twankey is Aladdin's mum. Need to go and see Panto again. Actually, I missed it for quite a few years now.
Oh no, you don't.
Oh, that's terrible. I feel like chucking someone out of the house right now. That's awful.
Sorry, not allowed out.
There's a 2 metre distancing rule. I'm going to take full advantage of that. Right. Question number 3. On which day of the week are British elections held? You go out and vote, normally on a Thursday. So Thursday for that one. Question number 4. What were the name of Wendy Darling's brothers in Peter Pan? Her brothers were Michael and John. Michael and John for the brothers there. And then last question up in this round. Who was the mother of Queen Elizabeth I? Anne Boleyn, one of the many Henry VIII's wives. That's a terrible comment. So yeah, Anne Boleyn was the mother of Elizabeth I, and I think Jane Seymour went on to have the boy after that. Was that a William? No, that was an Edward, wasn't it? I can't remember. Right, next round. Round 12 was name any year in which the following person was alive. The first person there, Napoleon Bonaparte. So your year needs to be between these two. So he was alive from 1769 to 1821. So if your year falls in between these two, you get the point. So anything between 1769 and 1821. Training juice may sound harmless, makes you run quick. Not proven, but it does. Okay, next question up. Next question up, or and person. Question number 2, King James I of England. Any year between these two dates, so 1566 and 1625. Anything between those two, 1566 to 1625. Third one up then. Captain James Cook. Any years between the following, 1728 1779. So what have we got there? 40 something years? 44 years? No, I can't do the maths right now. 41 years? 51 years? Where's it gone? Next person up, Ned Kelly. So more recent for Ned Kelly. Any year between 1854 and 1880. It's actually not too long ago. So 1854 to 1880 for Ned Kelly. The new film in the cinemas, actually, well, not at the cinema at the moment, but the Ned Kelly Gang, the true story of the Kelly Gang. That's what it's called. Very good film. And then the final person, then William Shakespeare. Any year, old Shakey was alive. 1564 to 1616. So any year between those two. Right. That is the end of all of those questions. We are going to have a tiebreaker. If anyone is sitting at home drawn at all, or if you just fancy doing one more question, you know, like in football, you know, last goal wins. You know, it doesn't matter what the score is. Last question wins. We could play that, couldn't we? So let's see how you got on then. Send some comments in. It's worth mentioning as well, you know, I'm doing this just because, one, there's not much to do around the house. And, you know, at this time we're all staying in, hopefully. So it's a bit of entertainment for us all. Let me know how it goes afterwards. Be quite happy to put it on again. As I say, I do this every Tuesday down the old Rectory pub in Leybourne. So if you do enjoy it, or you'd already come, I mean, once we're back, I'll let you know. Come and join in the quiz. It's always good fun up there. And give the page a follow as well, the old Rectory pub quiz as well. If you follow that page, you'll see all the live quizzes that I could potentially do over the next coming weeks, and also information about when we go back as well. So give that a follow. Right, let's see how we're getting on. Send in your scores. What are you up to out of 60? So let's just read through a few of these then. A grand total of 28 then, and we've got 28 out of 60. Don't worry, it's not too bad. They're approaching the 50% mark. 25, 33. Up there, we've got the Ransley Gang on 44. Who am I missing? There's a few, I mean, I can't see all of these. These are flashing up in such a weird order. I'll read through all these later and see how well everyone did. But actually, very good scores going on at the moment. So yeah, I mean, if you're taking part against someone at home or challenge someone else, and you might be on the same scores, or you want to do a last question wins, now is your time. So we're going to go on to what I had as the tiebreak question. It's where the lights need to dim, isn't it? Ooh. No, we can't dim the lights. We turn it off. We go into darkness. So imagine it's gone, you know, like locked down. Tiebreak question, okay. This is to settle it for the night. I want one. According to the McDonald's website, how many calories are there in a McDonald's cheeseburger? Really want one. Why did they have to go? Anyway, again, Maidstone Harriers is good fuel. According to the McDonald's website, how many calories are there in a McDonald's cheeseburger? So your answer is going to be, whoever gets the closest to the answer wins this one. You don't have to get it exactly on. It's who gets the closest. Right. We'll put your answers down. You're going to have to get them down. I'll give you another 10 seconds to put your amount of calories down. How many calories are there in a McDonald's cheeseburger? You've got to lock in your answers. This could be for the quiz. I can see a picture of it and I'm getting hungry right now. You'll be able to see the same picture in a second. So, answers locked in now. We're going to the answer. According to the McDonald's website, how many calories are there in a McDonald's cheeseburger? There are 300. Oh, look at that. 300 calories. I've got a feeling some of the comments coming. that might be quite amusing. 300 calories in a McDonald's cheeseburger. There you go. With people putting their calories down, who's closest? I mean, 371 is not too far off. 466, a lot of calories there. No one took that right. Sanders is 30. Oh, we're getting all the scores in now as well. There you go. So hopefully that settles it then. There you go. 300 calories in a McDonald's cheeseburger. That is kind of the end of my quiz night. I hope you've all had a good time. It's been really weird for me doing this in just an empty room. I can't see anyone. I can't see anything going on. Oh, we're going to
Hi everyone!
wave to technical support there.
I did get asked for a wave, so hi everyone.
Oh,
Thank you
right.
for tuning in.
I can't see that.
Yeah, I did get asked for. Hi!
Don't believe you. Why would you want her on screen?
And
Only joking.
the tech has been amazing tonight, so obviously I've done a good job.
Right. Okay, my next night. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Goodbye.
Bye!
Just going home now. Right, so yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. I mean, if the feedback's good, leave me some feedback. I'll do another one. One thing I will say is, at the moment, obviously, look at this message here. Help the NHS and stay at home. I mean, we all know the guidelines now. So simple. The other thing is, at the moment, if you have enjoyed it, there's one thing I am doing later in the year now. Obviously, the London Marathon was cancelled in April. I'm still running again in October. Running on behalf of a very small charity who could really do with help at the moment. That's these guys. Victor, which is a charity that support blind and partially sighted children. What I'll do is, if you enjoyed it tonight, you fancy donating £1, I'll put the link up and you can do so there. It all goes to good cause, and as I said, at the moment, small charities really need the help. But apart from that, guys, I hope you had a good evening. I've managed to keep it under 2 hours, which was brilliant. So yeah, all that's left for me to do is kind of say goodbye. Give me a follow on here and look out for another one if we go for it. So tech support is going to turn us off now. See ya. Bye.